Hey, my name's Sebastian. I'm going to tell you how I made my own Jon Snow costume. The part of the costume that I want to tell you about first is the inner layer. So what we have here is a Hessian material which has been made by my lovely mother-in-law. You can read more about how she made it on our blog at artofthrones.com. So what we've done here is we've got the crosshatch that he has on the inner layer. Now you can have also a white shirt. I suppose that's what they wore kind of on north of the wall to protect themselves and to not have the Hessian material scratching and itching at them. I've chosen not to do the shirt just for the fact that I'm going to get really hot, so I suppose the least amount of layers I can wear the better. The trousers that I'm wearing are a pair from Primark. So they're really cheap, they're just workman trousers, so they've got that kind of faux leather style to them, so they work really well. And the good thing about it as well is they're quite hidden because of the actual inner layer coming over them, so you won't actually see too much of the material there as well. What I'm putting on now is the leather armour part of the costume, so the leather jerkin. The way that this has been made is it's been made out of an old leather jacket, and then it's been crossed over. We've actually got the buckles on the front of the leather armour, the leather jerkin. And what these do is actually tighten the armour. On the series it is quite tight, so it really does make the effect happen. So, now that the actual buckles are on, you can see that it's given the tightness of the armour effect. What we're going to do now is actually just put on the apron part of the armour over the top of the buckles. This is the apron part of the leather armour. As you can see, it's just like the one that Jon Snow has in season 4 of the TV series. What we're going to do is we've got two straps here that we're going to attach the armour to, and then we're going to buckle it up on each side. There's 3 on each side that you just buckle up straight to the armour on nice and tight. Once all the buckles are on, you can see that the apron is now fixed sharply onto the armour and the actual inner layer of the costume is completed. What we're going to do now is show you how we made the cloak and the material for the fur. What any good member of the Night's Watch needs is a fantastic cloak. So what we did is we got a Icelandic sheep's wool rug, as you can see, and attached it. Now the rug was quite expensive, it was £40, but I think it really does make it. It's attached to some Hessian material to give the actual the longness of the cloak and quite a big part material. And then what we've done, if you can see, is we've attached belts, and what the belts are going to do is they're going to come across both ways to give the secureness of the cloak. Both belts are buckled up at the back of the costume, so you can't actually see them, so they're underneath the cloak. And then as you turn around, you've got the main parts of the belts actually visible, so you can't see the different buckles. And also then it fits on it nicely and actually holds the cloak in place. What we had to buy is a 60-inch belt, and that's not easy to come across. So we bought it from eBay. The reason that it's 60 inches, it needs to actually go around the whole body and then drop down as well because of the sword. We've also, in order to sheathe the sword, attached a little bit of foam material onto the belt. And what we have here as well is we have some detail. So we've just got some different fastenings which we painted silver. So as you can see, now that we've tied the belt up, the reason that we needed the length for the belt is it comes down. The final part of the actual outfit is the gloves. We bought these gloves on eBay for £10, and as you can see, they're fantastic. They're just old motorcycle gloves, some vintage leather ones, and they just work really well with the finished article. Any good Jon Snow needs to have a great long claw sword. So what we've done here is we've got a wooden sword from eBay and just fashioned it to make it look like Longclaw. So by using modelling clay, we've been able to actually model a new wolf's head, and then using silver paper and silver paint, we've been able to get the detail on the actual Valerian steel part of the sword. And then what you can do is you just sheath the sword straight in there, and the costume is complete. So this is the final Jon Snow costume. If you want to find out a few more details about how he made it and a little bit more information, then you can check out our blog at artofthrones.com.